We're going to be joined by a young lady who just started a new organization. She is college-aged, and she had a roommate who was a communist in college, and she decided that it was time for young Americans to stand against socialism, so she started the organization Young Americans Against Socialism. Please welcome Morgan Zegers.
Hey guys, how you doing? All right, so like she said, my name's Morgan Zegers. I am the founder of Young Americans Against Socialism. Thank you. And that's because I'm from upstate New York. It's very country, very rural, very Republican. But I went to American University for college right up the road. And when I moved into a house off campus my last year, I didn't know some of the girls, so I went to introduce myself. And I was meeting this really nice, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, classic American girl. And I'm looking on her wall, and I see Mao Zedong on a poster. And then I look at the other guys, and it's Lenin, Stalin, Karl Marx, and Fidel Castro. And I don't know about you guys, but they're very scary people. And so I looked at her, and I go, "What's that?" And she says, "Oh, I'm a communist." Yeah, so I talked with her that year. And I'm not here because I got scared of her poster, and I think she's evil. I'm here because my roommate was a communist, and she was incredibly well-intentioned. She saw people were suffering in this country, and she really wanted to help them. The difference between me and her is that she really believed that socialism and communism would be the best way to help those people. And so how does somebody go through the entire U.S. education system and come out with a poster of mass murderers and dictators on her wall and still think she's on the right side of history? That shouldn't happen. Yep, so we have a few problems. I wish I could just put the penny on one thing, but it's not the case. My generation was raised on participation trophies, so we lack those values of hard work. We went through the education system where we weren't really taught about the dangers of socialism and communism. Yes, we learned about dictators, but we didn't learn how they came to power, how socialist economic policies allowed those things to happen. So now, it's official. There are polls that will say that a majority of young Americans, my generation, would choose socialism over capitalism. It's official. So we've got to do something about it. We at Young Americans Against Socialism, we travel the country and we film the stories of people who have lived through the hell of socialism and come to the United States. Because the left is so good at emotion. The right, the people who advocate for freedom and opportunity, we're not so good at it, and we have to acknowledge that. Okay, we're losing that argument. So when we put a video on social media of a man who windsurfed for 90 miles from Cuba to the Florida Keys because he had to eat potatoes for months. His family started as lawyers, as doctors, as politicians, and now they were reduced in Cuba to eating potatoes for months and burning their own furniture to boil those potatoes. That really puts it into perspective for my generation of what socialism really is. And we're going to keep doing that. We have launched 30 days ago, and we have had 30 million views on social media already. So I'm really excited to keep pushing forward. I'm so excited to be here, and I want to leave you guys with this lesson. When Che Guevara, the butcher, the guy who millennials love to wear on their t-shirts, right? I hate that. When Che Guevara and Fidel Castro were storming to Havana on their communist revolution in Cuba, they would stop at little peasant towns, and they would steal animals from the local landowners. And they'd go to the peasant people in the towns, and they'd say, they have these animals, these evil, rich people with land and money that you don't have. You deserve that. And if you give us power, this is what it's going to be like. We're going to take these animals and we're going to give them to you because you deserve them. Flash forward to the 21st century in America. We have my generation in hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt per person, paying $700, $800, $1,000 a month in student loans. Politicians are training my generation to accept the idea of wealth redistribution by saying, you have a lot of debt. These evil rich people, the 1%, the millionaires and billionaires, as Bernie likes to say, they have all the money, and we're going to give it to you because you deserve it. You just have to give us power. It really puts things into perspective. But I need your help. Please look us up on Facebook, on Twitter, everywhere on social media. Follow us, support us, share those videos. Help young people see these educational videos that they need to see. Go to our website, yaas.org, if you're interested in seeing these videos too. And please come up to me. I'm going to hang around here if you have any questions. Thank you so much. Let's defeat socialism. Let's go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Morgan. And I look forward to Tea Party Patriots working with you. Thank you.